Well, we reported earlier this week about the beginnings of discussions on whether or not to remove school resource officers from the La-Crosse School District. On Monday, the president of the school board brought the issue to the table at their meeting.
And now la-crosse police officials are weighing in. News 8 Now's Isabella Hulsizer tells us how department leaders feel about their role and the discussion surrounding SROs.
The current contract between the La-crosse Police Department and the La-crosse School District is set to expire next June. To renew the contract to keep school resource officers, or SROs, in the La-crosse schools, it would cost the district $250,000. School Board President Lori Cooper-Stoll says there are two big concepts that are weighed when making a decision like this.
Good fiscal management, that's a lot of money. What are we getting for that money? What does the data show? What do stakeholders think about that? The other piece to this is whether or not this aligns with our educational goals in the district.
The La-crosse police say SROs are important for school safety, but service other needs for the school.
There's the ability for us to interact with the kids and develop relationships and provide some level of programming in the schools that improves the relationships with law enforcement and the youth.
Some of the programming police bring to schools include the DARE curriculum, which aims to educate students on drug abuse resistance. But Cooper-Stoll says more research needs to be done to see if those relationships are being made or if they're making a positive difference.
Data indicates is that when there is an officer in the school, it increases the likelihood of students being ticketed or there being a link there to that criminal justice system.
We partner with that school and have the principals and an administrator from the school district come in and sit down and conduct the interviews with us.
Melby says this gives them the opportunity to have a strong partnership and the right fit.
The discussion started coming up about defunding the SROs. We were a little surprised and disappointed. We've got a 25-year plus partnership with the school district, and it's a very strong partnership.
Cooper-Stoll says the school board will also weigh the pros and cons of other alternatives to SROs, such as crisis management workers and social workers. In La-Crosse, Isabella Hulsizer, News 8 Now.
The school board votes next week on whether they should create a subcommittee which would reach out to stakeholders and do background research on the benefits and drawbacks of having SROs. Other districts like Winona are also looking at the role of SROs in their schools.
Well, we also wanted to make a clarification about statistics related to out-of-school suspensions and students of color that was shared by the school board the other night. Now, school district officials reported that more than 90% of suspensions in the La-Crosse school districts are for students of color, but the actual amount is 46%. And then at the same time, students of color make up only 30% of the student body.
The rate of out-of-school suspensions is 65% higher for students of color, which is also 5 times higher than that of white students. In a statement from the school district, it says, quote, "The bottom line is that we are suspending students of color in our district out of school more than white students, and we are working to investigate and address this," end quote.